I'm Tony, he's Mike, and we're going a little obscure, a little off the beaten path on this one, and we are going to do 1998's
Yes.
Out of Sight with George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez and Ving Rhames and a ton of other people that you will instantly recognize the moment you see him, including Don Cheadle and Steve Zahn. So to say it's got a big cast is a little bit of an understatement, but this was written by...
So it was directed by Steven Soderbergh, written by Scott Frank, and then adapted from a novel the same name done by Elmore Leonard.
Okay, and Elmore Leonard was super hot at the time. There's a ton of his novels that were adapted to very successful films. But for some...
what was the other?
I want to say Get Shorty was his.
Oh, really?
As well, yeah.
Okay.
And
I like Get Shorty.
If you go and look at his novels, you're going to be like, yep, they made a movie. That one, that one, that one, that one. There's just a ton of books that he had that were adapted.
I'll have to check that out.
You probably checked out most of them and didn't even realize it, to be honest. But for the vast majority of them, they were like big blockbuster films that kind of landed all over the place. But for some reason, this one kind of slid under the radar a little bit. This is kind of the forgotten film. And it's sad because this is two of the strongest lead performances that I've seen in a romantic, I don't know, crime drama. Dramedy? I don't know what the hell to call this.
Yeah, it's not a drama for sure. It's a comedy. It's for sure.
But I think that's kind of the problem, and why this one slid by so many people was because it's so hard to categorize what the hell this film is.
That's true. The title doesn't help either.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know what you would call this movie to make it marketable or easily marketable.
You get J.J. Walker and you just have him go out of sight. No, wait, sorry, it's Isaac from The Love Boat. So
I don't get that joke, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. But I mean, but the performances are great, and I will say this: while this may not be like Jennifer Lopez's maybe best performance, but for me, it's like her most effortless performance that's out there. I buy her, and her chemistry with George Clooney is great.
I buy you a drink.
Yeah, I'd love one. Sit down.
It works, and then her chemistry with her and Dennis, for
her dad.
Yeah, her dad. It's totally believable.
Yeah.
It just works really well.
And her as a cop.
Yes.
Which Jennifer Lopez is like 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing, and then to see her kick people's ass and arrest people and do it in a convincing way, she sells it. She really sells it.
You're gonna do what it wants.
I gotta go, Kenneth. Maybe we'll see each other again sometime.
No. We're gonna tussle first. Damn it! What the was that?
You wanted to tussle. We tussled.
I buy everything about this one. And George Clooney as the bank robber who never used a gun, but he's robbed almost 200 banks, and I buy him in this role. He comes off exactly how he was written. He's schmarmy, but charming, but kind of threatening, and like all this weird amalgamation of a character that's really complex. So
he is like our generation's Paul Newman.
Yeah, likable scumbag.
About as close as you can get. But yeah, he does that. That cool, casual criminal. He's got that thing down because you see it in the Ocean's movies. Even Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
Same type of character.
Yeah.
Little scummy, but so likable, so charming.
Is it your first time being around? Yeah, you're doing great. Just smile, Loretta, so you don't look like you're being held up. You got a very pretty smile.
You nailed it. That right there, absolutely. Yeah. He can make the scummiest character relatable and likable.
Yeah.
I was going to say like Michael Clayton. I don't know if you've seen that one. That's the one with Tilda Swinton, and there's a chemical company that basically they found evidence that they were poisoning this water table in this small town, and he's there as a fixer. And it's a very rich and complex character. And if it had been played by anybody else, you would be thinking you're a scumbag. I hate you. But it's George Clooney, so you're like, I'm on board, George. You do you. So,
but all the elements in this film also work. The crime elements in it work. The romance works. There's not an element in this movie that does work. It's all there. It's all perfectly executed. The side characters are hilarious. The big fat guy that's clumsy and ends up shooting himself is hilarious.
White Boy Rick.
Yeah, White Boy Rick. Luis Gonzalez has the little
the escaped prisoner that's obsessed with finding out, like he found out that George Clooney's ex-wife used to be a stagehand for a magician. She was the girl that got sawed in half, and he's obsessed with asking her all the questions about how treatment works. That was so laugh out loud funny, that whole bit.
Don Cheadle as Snoopy. Why I call him Snoopy? Because anytime you pet him, he falls down. So basically he throws fights.
Don Cheadle was a revelation in this, because Don Cheadle, in normal life, you see Don Cheadle interviewed, and he comes off as likable and kind of serious and this and that. He comes off genuinely threatening, menacing in this one, in a really kind of scary, jacked up way. But again, believe it. And Steve Zahn as the stoner has this amazing, even a character that mild in this, the screw-up stoner that George Clooney is, trying to have him pick up after they escape jail. He has an amazingly complex and compelling arc through the course of this film, and I don't want to spoil it, but like he starts off and you're just thinking, God, this guy's just a waste of space, and then at the end you feel so bad for him.
You do,
it's kind of terrible. Yeah. So.
And then you get a cameo with Nancy Allen. In there too, who I completely forgot was in this movie.
Oh yeah, the rich guy in jail, that is Albert Brooks, is who that is. Famous, and you may not recognize him because he looks very different in this. You're used to seeing him with his curly hair. He's bald, and then he's got his sweet hairpiece that he keeps in the safe. The funny parts are fun. And Michael Keaton. We almost forgot Michael Keaton.
Ray's working with the FBI task force on the prison break.
I see that. Tell me, Ray, do you ever wear one that says undercover? No?
We almost forgot Michael Keaton as
who plays the same role in Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
That's the exact same character.
Jackie Brown is an adaptation of one of his books.
Oh, well, there you go. It makes perfect sense.
That's the one actual story that Quentin Tarantino did not write.
Huh.
So if you need to know how big he is, that's how big he is. Quentin Tarantino did him. But yeah, he is absolutely the same character, and he's played exactly the same in this. And the thing that's funny is if you watch this and then you watch Jackie Brown, it makes Jackie Brown that much more compelling a movie, because all this side shit that's going on with, that minor of a character. I'm interested to find out how many of the other movies that were adapted from his books actually tie into this. Like, is Michael Keaton going to show up in Get Shorty somewhere, or is that character actually named somewhere in there? Because Get Shorty is John Travolta as a mobster who's trying to sell screenplays and go to Hollywood. So I'll almost be intrigued to watch that and find out.
Yeah. But it's a shame that this did fly under the radar, because I remember watching it when I was younger and thoroughly enjoying it. And again, great performances by everybody. I mean, there's so much, I can't even nitpick it.
Yeah, there's so much good stuff in this, and it's expertly crafted. Yeah. It's perfectly edited. Nothing is revealed story-wise before they're damn good and ready to let you in on it.
Yeah.
And every side character is fully realized. It's like kind of a miracle of a movie. And again, for this movie to just completely disappear, like, whoever heard of Out of Sight? Well, I don't get why this one gets missed, and that's why I wanted to do a quick and dirty on it, because I think more people should watch this one. It really is Jennifer Lopez and George Clooney at like the absolute top of their game. Maybe not their best performances, but they are right in the pocket.
I think they're top of the game, but it's
perfectly cast.
Yes.
They're the right people in the right roles in the right movie at the right time.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
That's what I mean by top of the game on this one. But you can't even nitpick it? Holy shit.
No.
I win.
I can't. Well, there's no winning about it. I enjoyed the film. I just forgot how good it was until we watched it. And I was like, damn, this is super satisfying. So it's an absolute recommend for me. I think Did I have to rent this, or was it on one of the services for free?
It was on. It's on
HBO?
Hulu right now for free if you have the Stars add-on pack for
Okay.
it. So, but it is available for rent. I own it on Blu-ray, so I'm good. But yeah, it's an absolute recommend for me. It's a purchase for me. It's just that entertaining and engaging a film. That's all I got.
That's all I got too.
We will
We'll
catch
see
you
you guys
next time.
next time.